My opinions are facts podcast.
Yeah, straight up.
You got your TikTok on? The fuck?
Yeah, I ain't going live yet. Welcome everybody. Back after a couple of days off, but we are back in the building on a Sunday. Get ready for the NBA. This is the last official game of the NBA season. It has come to an end. So of course you got everybody playing today. A lot of people sitting out for our team. So we went through all the stuff. We bust open them books and went through everything we had to go through to bring out the picks of right now. So yeah, everybody played today. Like I said, all the teams. So we'll get right to it. First game today: Orlando Magic versus Atlanta Hawks. Uh, any star player that you know when both teams are all sitting out? Pachuro, Trey, everybody's sitting out. So player props today was they wasn't meant to pick for today because everybody had outrageous type of props. There was no over under except for like 2 or 3 teams. But no further ado without that. So with that, I took the Hawks on the money line. That's the only thing I can really come with. I feel they can have a little bit more success coming off their backup players. So what you look like for you on that game?
Well, shit, most of these games, everybody starters, what I mean, ain't playing most of these games. So it's all about the bench play, and most likely all these bench players, they're playing for play, what I mean, try to look good going to the playoffs and shit. So what I'm saying is I'm going for the over. At least I know these bench players for both of these teams score. You know what I mean? So 217, I got both of them going over. Both teams don't really got no defense. So most of these teams, especially Orlando, their best play. I'm not saying best players, but good players too also come off the bench that can just score, do what they need to do. That's how Orlando been for the past few seasons. They be playing good. You know what I mean? So I got the over. I got the over with that. I think that's a good play. That's probably one of the best plays today. You know what I mean? Orlando's bench is good. So, even though I ain't with the starters today, but I still believe in the bench players for both teams, actually.
Well, next game, there really not much after that.
All right. So we got Charlotte and the Celtics.
Yeah, that's another game. Everybody's out on the bench that you could think of, any star player. But I still took the Boston on the spread. They got enough people, and they had I see Pritchard and Hauser playing. They're pretty good. Like them guys can actually almost start any other team. So yeah, I just like I said, the player props is outrageous for both of them players, but I like Boston to do it. It was 9.5, so I took that 9.5 spread and rock with the Celtics. I mean, like I said, their bench could probably start for the Hornets. Like I said, Pritchard and Hauser are definitely two people who that can definitely do it. So yeah, spread for Boston. Got this. They're gonna go on the season on the uptick, up tempo. Plus, a couple of them guys are playing for incentives too, and some of them players too. You gotta remember they're playing because they look good on the off season. When July hits and free agency and all that starts, some of these guys are playing to try to get somewhere else, either get some more money or they might be able to get picked by a team that got some type of potential where they can go to and be into a winning situation. So that all comes into play with certain players you're seeing playing today. But yeah, that's my pick, 9.5, Boston Celtics.
Well, I did on FanDuel. They got 10.5 plus on Charlotte. So I'm going with Charlotte. But then again, Boston's bench is good. Like I said, you know what I mean? I remember like a month ago, they benched all their star players were starters for the Celtics and shit, and they still won by like 20 something points.
Yeah,
I
so
forgot
yeah,
guess what team it was. I want to say probably Brooklyn or somebody like that, but still, you know what I mean? Charlotte's the same position and shit, you know what I mean? So, I mean, but I still got somewhat faith with the Hornets, even though this game means nothing for the both teams at all. You know what I mean? This is not even helping Hornets even try and get in the playoffs because they're out of it. So Yeah, but I still go with the plus 10.5. I mean, Celtics is still, like I said, I mean, they can win by 15, but I just feel like they're not gonna, go full throttle and stuff because, like I said, the bench players, they get playing PT too, you know what I mean? And they're gonna need them for the playoffs and shit, so they ain't gonna go that hard. They could drop a game.
All right, we can take it to the next one then.
All right. It's funny 'cause all the games all over the place because there's
Yeah,
so many of them they got like seven games at 1 o'clock. So all right,
yeah,
next
let's
game we
say
got
yeah.
is in city in the boroughs. You got Knicks Manhattan, you got the Brooklyn Nets, you know what I mean? BK versus Manhattan.
I took the money line Knicks. Nothing to really go into. Everybody who you're thinking of sitting the bench. The Nets, the players who was hurt, they're not playing today. So nothing really to dwell on. Like I said, I'm a player prop person more, but there was no play for me to get anything that was worth entertaining. So I took money line the Knicks, man. That's it. They're gonna go out, season ended off. I think they're gonna end off with a win.
Yeah, I picked the 4.5 for the Knicks. I mean, if you're gonna win by something, I think they can win it by the 5. 5 points and shit. Uh, I mean, Nets. I mean, if they want to ball, if they want to ball today, they can ball. Know what I mean? Because it's the last game, and then also too, when it comes to all season with butt teams, a lot of players gonna get shifted. So who knows? It might be some of these players last game, you know what I mean, or whatever else, or even being a starter.
Shit,
So
not Brooklyn. Brooklyn,
nah, that's
hey,
what I'm talking
Brooklyn
about.
players,
Brooklyn.
yeah. Brooklyn,
You know what I
them
mean?
niggas, they staying put. Them dudes staying put. They gonna break
Nah,
where
you
they
don't
are.
know. Shit, they might be a
Maybe,
backup for the Mavs. You don't know. Shit,
well, two of them players I doubt get traded because I think both Cams are from they're both on rookie contracts. So
they can
let's
get
somebody make a
traded.
push though. Yeah, as I
They can
said,
get
make
traded.
a push, but
Hey,
I don't
I ain't gonna
know.
lie. I ain't gonna. Nah, I mean, what's his name off of Power? I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean,
Yeah,
both cameras, they can play somewhere and be great backup somewhere. Like what I mean, shit. Like I said, the Mavericks, they can use one of them. You know what I mean,
yeah,
or they can just like old boy, what's his name, shooting guard for the Knicks. I mean, scoring a lot with the Nets last year, and he went, across the bridge and shit to the Knicks. I mean, for Brooklyn to the Knicks and shit. You know what I mean? So you never know. They just because they started the Nets doesn't mean they can be great backup somewhere else and shit. And rookie contracts can't beat that.
next game because that's too much on the butt game. Let's go to something good.
All right, we got Indiana Pacers against Cavaliers.
Yeah, that one, another one. I looked at everything. I thought I had my boy play Obi Toppin. They ain't playing. Nobody taking for player props. I like the Pacers in this one. That's another money line game. Everybody put Cleveland sitting down. They might keep it close. That's why I didn't take the spread. But if you like to, I think it was +7 when I last seen it. +7 ain't bad, but I think the Pacers will outpace the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, I picked the under. I don't see both teams even scoring like that. You know what I mean? Without the starters and shit. So, I pick 226.5 under. I think that's a good spot for both teams. I mean, both teams need starters to even get up to the over. You know what I mean? And those starters ain't playing, so it's not gonna
Yes.
happen. So
Yeah,
I
they get
picked the
ready.
under on
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
Yep, yep. They get ready
So
for Friday.
all right, next we got our Washington Wizards and Mayu.
I took the Heat money line. Everybody's sitting for both sides. Even Washington Poole and all them guys ain't playing. So hate to say another meaningless game, but hey, you're looking to win some money. Why not go with the Heat or money line? I think it was at -240. So you got to parlay that with something. Can't let that be by itself with a -240. But yeah, they're going. I, I don't know what chance the Wizards got, unless you believe in them covering the spread. Other than that, it's not. I wouldn't press on it. Like I said, take the money line, Heat, and parlay with something. One of the games we got coming up. So that's what I would do.
I'll that or shit. I picked the over.
Yeah,
I
they
picked the
could
over.
blow
I
them out
think
real
it's. I
bad.
think
Who
yeah.
was that?
I
215 over. Yeah, they might blow them out.
215 and a half. Yeah.
They might be
I
able
mean,
to.
it's like
They might.
I mean, shit, both team starters ain't playing, so I don't even see a blowout like that. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I just pick the over. I don't see. I'll say Wizards probably get 95.
Yeah, I mean he
And
wanted to get 115.
they probably get that. So, you know what I mean?
They go over 215, yeah. But next game we got dang, I forgot everybody playing today, so we got we
Yeah.
got a game. We got an hour to pick two. Let's go.
All right. We got Philly and Chicago.
All right, another one right there, meaningless. I look for player props. I seen Kobe on there, but they was doing some weird numbers. So of course I said 9.5 with the Bulls. Even Quick Grimes not playing for the Sixers, so they, you know what I mean, really got nobody. Uh, well, most of Kobe White playing, I believe, for the Bulls. Everybody else is sitting out, getting all them guys are out. So yeah, 9.5 Bulls. Sixers just gonna end off on a sad horse, riding off to the sunset. You know what I mean? Back to Philly. So 9.5 Bulls, really nothing to press on with that. I'll take that all day.
I took the
Let's
under.
see.
That's too many points. That's too many points without the starters.
Yeah,
236
let's
and a half
they
under.
must got them dudes. Somebody didn't think gonna score, but
Yeah,
yeah.
Giddy, nobody ain't playing for Chicago. Philly, shit, they had nobody all season. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's too much. That's too much. 236 and a half to bet on bench players.
Yeah, that's wild.
Shit,
Yep.
Philly couldn't even get that, even with the starters that could play. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Yep. To the next one.
all right. We got Detroit and Milwaukee.
I see a couple of people. I think Kuzma's still playing for the Bucks. I believe he's playing. I think Portis is playing also. Um, Detroit. I think Cade's a game time, but I don't see him playing. I don't think he's playing today.
Who?
Uh, Cade Cunningham. I don't think he's playing today because it was game time decision. I didn't look further, and I'm pretty sure if it's game time, I doubt he comes in. There's nothing for him to
I,
do. He did everything at a hit. I think Jalen Durant for the Pistons is still playing. But with that game, I rolled with the Bucks. Or sorry, Kuzma, my bad. Kuzma for 21 points.
yeah,
I told Kuzma to get that.
K probable for today, so he
Yeah,
might
I don't.
play. Because
Yeah.
usually he'll say doubtful and he'll have the red thing. It's
You know what?
yellow.
Yeah, chance is probably good because Detroit, the turnaround season they had, I'm pretty sure they want to keep basketball pace going as they should. But yeah, it's not like a go. But yeah, I got Kuzma 21. Giannis, I didn't see him on injury report, but I definitely don't see him playing. If he does, he only gonna play probably the first half, maybe. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I took Kuzma for points.
Shout out to K, man. He turned that team around. The rest of the players, um, they end up getting
Yeah, the
Tim
coach too.
Hardaway. You know what I mean? Yeah, he didn't look that good last year in the playoffs, in the finals. You know what I mean? But he was a decent, all right player, through his few seasons and shit in the league. But he went to Detroit, and you know what I mean? It turned the team around. So shout out to Detroit Pistons this season. You know what I mean? But with the
Tomorrow,
Bucks,
me that. Oh no,
huh?
I was talking on TikTok. Nah, baseball tomorrow, man. If you want any picks, you gotta subscribe to me, man. I can't just give it to you away for nothing. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, we're gonna be starting the Discord too tomorrow, so we get that all set up. But I picked Detroit. You know what I mean? I just hit money line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, 9 points. Like I said, it all depends how Milwaukee's gonna react and shit. Over or under, because most of these games today, it's mostly the over or under. You want some value. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's what I was
Do
saying.
you believe in these bench players or not? Because only 2 games they're gonna have starters in. So you know what I mean, 360 for the that's not no value really for the Pistons. So they get
You got
y'all
a
money
parlay.
up or whatever. Yeah, you got a parlay. Give them the money line. And hold on, let me make sure again that the Bucks, their starters, not I mean Giannis ain't playing, but I'm pretty sure I seen that the starters ain't playing.
Yeah, Kuzma
Like
was
to
playing.
make
That's
sure.
the one I seen the player props. I ain't see the rest of them guys.
Yeah, because I know I didn't see Giannis and everybody playing. Yeah, he out. Rollins is out. Prince is out. Brook is out. So
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
Kuzma
fuck
time.
you. You could give the Pistons a K playing and all that. I mean, you could, or you could hit the player props hit K with 25. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I
took
mean?
Kuzma because I know for sure he touching that floor, and Kuzma's gonna be the leading scorer for the Bucks.
Yeah. Well, Cade,
Lopez and
listen.
Anime playing.
Now here's a good play for people. Now you know what I mean, Cade for 25 points is plus 360. That's a single bet alone you can just jump on. That's a gamble. That's a gamble, but he can do it.
You know why he probably won't do it? You think gonna let the man play the whole game?
Man, it's a gamble. It's a great gamble.
Oh yeah, you can gamble it. You gotta know, is he gonna go off in the first half? Which he could. Ain't nobody guarding him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, let's continue. We got quite a few games to get to, and I know they want to hear our
Now
Clippers
listen.
and Golden State.
Listen. K's last 5 games, 36, 36, 35, 25, 35. And that's oh shit. He had 36 on the what's today? The 11th, what's that, 13th, right? Yeah, he had 2 days ago on the Bucks, he had 36 points. Know what I mean? That's that's my bet of the day right now. So go with Kane, 25 points plus 360. Plus 360. That's my bet of the day. But all right, let's get to the next Jones. All right, we got Denver and Houston. Fully staffed game.
That one I took Michael Porter Jr. under 6.5 rebounds. They've been, I don't know if they're clicking or not. I caught that, I think minus 120. For him to get 7 rebounds against all the players, and it's crazy because at the time when I did it, I didn't get no player props from Houston because I don't know if they decided on the lineup, but yeah, I took that because you know what I mean. Our Prince Shangun, all them guys, and Amen Thompson, all them guys can crash them boards. Because if anybody gonna crash board for Denver, it's probably Joker. That's all he do. He does everything for them. But with that being said, if I had to pick a winner, I'm definitely going with. I think Denver goes out with a win this season. All the turmoil bits, I can see a win happening for them. But my guaranteed pick was Michael Porter Jr. under 6.5 rebounds.
All right, I'm going with Joker with 12 rebounds and Christian Braun. I forgot to say his name. I got him
Christian
for
Brown.
I got him for 15 points.
Yeah, because Jamal
Dude been
Murray, boy,
balling. I like him, man. He game time decision. Hold on, let me make sure. See,
it wasn't matter anyway. Dude, he's I don't know what happened to him. I think the reality of him, who he really is, came out this season. He's not who y'all think he is. He just looks good with Denver. That's all. And that wore out. But yeah, yeah.
Hater.
Nah, that's what he is. You know, shit. Look how he choked up when he played with Canada, man. That's how they got beat down. He didn't do nothing. Ever since they been downhill.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's gonna be a good game though. You know, Houston's defense, they can ball too and shit. Nuggets, I mean, we'll see what this how assistant coach, do. Fucked up, they fired their coach, but it is what it is. So let's see they go out with a bang or not. Obviously, for both team starters to play, they're playing for whatever placement. So we'll see what's the end result with that. But let's keep it going. We got the Mavs versus the Grizzlies.
Mavs Grizzlies. Yeah, my bad.
So AK Fanger 7 ain't playing. Uh let's see. Yeah, well shit. Nobody ain't playing. So who I pick for that? Damn it. Oh, I picked the under.
All right. I took Max Christie in points. What was it 14 points? I took him for. He's playing. So, if anybody, I can see, him getting his points off. They're not going against nobody. They're gonna get the points off, and because, like I said, another player playing for a Citadels, and hopefully maybe might get swapped out because remember he left from the Lakers are there. So, you're gonna do what you gotta do. Get ready for the playoffs. So that's the pick I took for that. Like I said, Memphis don't got nobody. They're not worried about nothing. They're where they're at. Plus, they play Wednesday. I think they got played in the play in. So they dropped crazy spots. They was number 2 a month and a half ago. Now they're number, I think, 8. But yeah, that's all. That's really they got for that game. We got next.
All right, we got Utah and T Wolves.
All right. Well, T Wolves, with them losing, will put the Clippers in. And if T Wolves lose, it'll put Gold State win. It'll take Golden State to the 3 seed where they don't got to play the play in. But T Wolves, I think I took the under. I don't see them playing the whole game. I can see them getting pulled out because they're solidified. They can care less about who gets in with them or who gets in between Denver and my bad, Golden State and the Clippers. So I took the under. The total score under 225. I don't see them really doing all that. Edwards gonna go off. Then he'll sit. I think.
I just picked the plus 23. No,
Yeah, because it's yeah they can have, but it's just tough to pick somebody 23. That's a gamble.
yeah, yeah. So I hit
That's a
plus
gamble.
23. I mean, that game whack. I ain't want to talk about. You know what I mean?
Yes.
OKC gets the NO.
Everybody out as we know. So that game I took Jose Alvarado for 3 threes. He's playing and he's going against You know, actually the defense pretty good, Oklahoma, the bench player stuff. But I think he can get all 3 threes. He's gonna be most of the game. It's the last game of the season. So I took Jose Alvarado for 3 threes.
I picked the under.
Yeah,
Two
that's another
32 and a
meaningless
half.
game.
I don't
Yeah.
see both. I don't. Man, I ain't want to talk about under.
Shout out to the boys, CJ, man, on TikTok, man. What up, my dog? You know what I mean?
All right. Next we got Toronto and San Antonio.
I took Barnes. Oh yeah, took Barnes for 18 points. He should play the whole game. I'm surprised he's on player prop, but yeah, I just snatched that real quick because I was like, hey, they're gonna play for something. So I got him for 18 points. That was it. A winner. Good luck if you want to find one. But Toronto would probably win.
Yeah, yeah. And I did a parlay +5 for the Toronto. Actually, that's 112. San Antonio winning 108. The 5. But I
That's
picked the +5 Raptors and the under 231 and a half. I went with that. As simple as that. Now I
Yeah, no, that's
mean,
cool. Yeah.
next we got we got the Lakers in Portland.
Another one, a lot of game. Well, everybody's out basically. I took Connect. Let me look. Oh, I didn't write that one down. I know I did. Sorry, I took Connect for rebounds. It was for 5 rebounds. I got him for that. Donald Connect for the Lakers. Uh, I was gonna take Bronny for something. I was like, nah. I want to win today. So I had to depend on Bronny.
He gonna get some PT today.
Oh yeah. So
Just think
but
about it. He on the playoff roster, so he gotta get ready.
yeah. So, but I'm not betting on that. I like Donald Connect. I see him play this year enough. I see
All
Bronny
right,
play enough to where
all right. Well, I got Portland by 6. I'm taking that.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, it was. This gonna be good. I do what I kind of like see that what Bronny does, but yeah, Portland could probably win though, because they was heating up. Although they couldn't get the playoffs play in or whatever, they was heating up.
Yeah. So I mean, they're about to leave off on a good note for next season and
Yeah,
shit. They're gonna be
yeah,
all
they
right
call it.
next season.
Yeah, for sure. They call it late strike. Because David Ajita and all them guys ain't playing. He's not playing, but I think Sheldon might be playing. But yeah, I can see the Blazers pulling that off. See the next one.
Yeah. All right, we got Phoenix and Phoenix and the Kings.
Yeah, man. The Kings.
Another team that had a
Yeah, I
crazy
looked at
season.
both.
Phoenix.
I took the over. I think Booker and them guys, whoever's playing, I think this is going to light up the
They ain't
scoreboard.
playing. They all ain't
Uh,
playing.
Well, I can see Phoenix probably scoring maybe 100, but I can see the Kings getting 140 today. Yes. I can see you run up the score, but I took the over on that game. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just feel like there's gonna be whoever's gonna be on that floor gonna do something.
I
Like
pick
I said, one team.
I pick Sabonis with 14 rebounds. Ain't
That's what
nobody,
I'm gonna lie.
ain't nobody gonna we get no bounds. I mean, they're a bad rebound team, anyways. Phoenix, they never even had
Yeah.
a center this season, so you know what I mean. So fuck, that's it.
Yep.
Last game, the best game of the day. The seeding game for 5 and 6. We got the Clippers and the
You see
Warriors.
Kyrie Lace died. Yeah, I seen that Kyrie Lace from the LSU died. Yeah, I seen that was wild, man. He transitioned on his own. That was crazy work. But yeah, this game right here, Golden State Clippers. You know what? Definitely hard to pick a winner. I don't know. They're still talking about Steph. They don't know if he's going to step on the court today. So I took Zubac under 13.5 rebounds because I just think that Butler and them guys are going to be, try to do what they got to do. So that was my pick. That was my play of the day. And actually, I parlayed that up with under 6.5 rebounds with Porter and the Max Christie with 13 points. That was my 3-slip parlay. But yeah, this Clippers game, I can see Golden State really crashing on boards. I think Green really puts an umph to it, and Butler. This is where we're gonna start seeing a glimpse of playoff Jimmy. I think it starts today.
Damn, these motherfuckers hadn't played since 2 days after Christmas. And that, you know what I mean? Damn, you
Yeah,
know what I mean? That's 3 games. That was at Christmas, so they had one
that's why
lingering, and them
that's
fires
why they do
happened.
it for these reasons. They do it for
Yeah.
this reason. That was a good ass scheduling right there.
And Clippers won all 3 games, but it's before Butler.
Yeah, it's gonna
So
be.
it's gonna be an interesting game. So I picked hold on. What did I do? I picked it went down 3.5 now. It was 4.5. Now it's 3.5. I got Golden State 112. That means Steph must be he's guaranteed to play. Well, damn, but they dropped the score down a point. Damn, they still don't know that. But
Okay, my
but
fault.
even if so, right I'm still with Golden State 3.5. It's gonna be
Was
an
that plus?
interesting game.
That's plus 3.5 with Golden State.
Minus.
You know what? If I had to pick a winner, if I do make one, which I probably will with them again, this is gonna be determined factor. Kawhi and Jimmy. And I'm telling you right now, Kawhi's probably gonna get the best of him, and I see the Clippers winning this game.
Well, we shall see. All right,
Can't
well,
wait for the
that ends for the bets today. Now we're running shit back, y'all mean? Y'all mean
Yep.
get y'all best parlays, wherever together and shit back on tomorrow. Well, you doing the baseball today?
Let me get back. I'm gonna do all that tomorrow because my fans, I see a couple of y'all asking, we like it done right, y'all? You like when I do it right. So you know what I mean? I'm gonna have everything set back up tomorrow. Took a couple of days off, then we did breaks. NBA was important today because it's the last game of the last day of the NBA regular season, so it was a must to get on with that, which can't wait to see because, man, boy, I can't wait till this week coming up because my favorite time of all sports season, personally, NBA playoffs. I just love it. So I can't wait till all the stuff to happen. But yeah, like all that ever said, we got the Discord coming. Like I said, if you do like any of my wanted to hear some of my picks today for baseball, gotta subscribe, man. Gotta subscribe. Gotta get on our YouTube. Actually, subscribe 223 ENT. My opinions are facts. Just make sure you hit the share button. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment. Let us know what you think about what we do, what we got to say, our picks, and so on and so on. And if you want any of my picks today on baseball, just subscribe to the TikTok. You see the name. Appreciate the love for all y'all stuff, man. We back now. We get ready, so it's gonna be a great week coming up in sports. And yeah, you said Detroit Pistons rebuild. Yeah, they're definitely rebuilding. You know what I mean? That's why the playoffs are gonna beat the Knicks first round. But I'll give y'all them picks later on. We'll find out on Friday when we get to that. The boys, CJ, what up, baby? What's going on with y'all? But anything else?
We out. Half an hour to the
All right.
first 7 games start. 7 games at 1:00. Now, I mean, let's get it. My pins are fracks.
Sincerely yours. Peace. Izzy gets